Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today class we are going to see about the data types in the Python. So before going to this session, just have a quick recap what we have seen in previous classes, right? So just remember guys, just recap of what we have what I have teach last class is kind of like I have teach you like the installation of Anaconda Navigator and also the installation of VS Code, right? And after that we have seen some virtual environment creation. We have seen some virtual environment creation by using the Conda in the VS Code, right? And also we have seen like a UV package managers, which it is developed from using the Rust, right? And also we have seen we started the Python from the basic level. So from Python basics, we have seen the syntax and semantics in Pythons, right? And we have seen some single commands, multi commands, and definitions of what is a syntax and semantics, and also we have seen some common syntax error and how we can able to avoid them. And we have seen about the variables, right? What is meant by variables, why we are assigning these variables, and we have why we giving some variable for the particular values, and also we have seen the condition that need to be applicable while creating the variables, right? And we have seen some codes, and we have seen some examples, and we have seen some common errors also, right? So today's class we're going to see about the data types. What is meant by data types? The data types is nothing but it's kind of like a classification of the data which tell the compiler or interpreter how the programmer intend to ask the data. Okay, they determine the type of operation that can be performed on the data, the value the data can take, right? The amount of memory needed to store in the data. Why the data type is more important in the programming, right? Guys, when you coming for the programming or when you coming for the data fields, right? Everything that need to get stored in particular format, right? Whether it is a number or numeric, you need to store in the form of integer in the Python. If you go for the SQL, it seems to be a numeric, right? And also whether if it is a float or it is a decimal value or it is a boolean value, but it is a sentence or characters, so it is a kind of a string, right? So this is most important guys while going for the data type in the programming. So if you see, the data type ensure the data stored efficient way, right? Whatever the data you're going to store in your database or in your writing in the programming language, that need to be get efficient. They help to perform in the current operations of the data. See, now you need to calculate 1 plus 1, right? Both the data type is integer. If you want to perform a calculation or perform operations, you need the data type should be get corrected. You can't able to do the addition of one integer and one string, right? So this is how it need to get work, right guys? And also the proper use of data type can prevent the errors and bugs in the program, right? So whatever the data types you are using in the program, that need to be proper, that need to be very proper, then only you can able to use in the program level. So today's class we're going to see the outline of this video is the introduction of this data type and importance of the data type in the programming, and we're going to see what is the basic data types like integer, floating point, numbers, strings, boolean. Okay, so the advanced data type like a list, tuple, set, dictionary, and the type conversion and practical example, which I'm going to create one more video for this advanced data types. By today's class we are going to see about this introduction of data types and the integer, floats, and strings and booleans, right? So let's go to the class guys. So first of all, I'm just creating the integer example. Okay, I'm just creating the variable age. I'm assigning that variable age is equal to 35, and I'm just asking type age, right? If I click this, my type of age is integer, right? And also guys, see whatever the video I'm getting created right now, I will upload this file in description. You can take it for your verification purpose, and you can take it for your study purpose, right? Okay, so next we go for the float. So we have seen the integer. Okay, integer is nothing but it is a number. Numbers, okay, numbers of years, you can tell numbers of years, right? So now if you go for the floating is nothing but it is kind of a decimal numbers. Okay, it is a decimals. So in Python we used to call this decimals as a floating. Okay, now I just asking this to print height. If I ask this to print a height, it will give me the 5.11, and also I'm asking print type of height. It give me the data type of this float, right? So if you see here, I'm getting 5.11 my height, and also what is the data type of 5.11 is float. Okay, and also we have seen like a string data type. Okay, string data type. So now I'm assigning name equal to Krish. Okay, and also I'm asking a print name and the data type of name. So if you see guys, I'm clicking here. If you see, it's showing name as a Krish and the data type of Krish is string. So one beautiful thing in Python is whatever you are giving the values, right? If you are assigning some variables and if you're giving some values, so the Python will automatically detect the data types and it will provide you what data type you have used in particular variables. Okay, amazing, right? Okay, so we have seen the integers and also the floating points. Okay, and also we have seen the strings, and now we are going to see about booleans. Okay, boolean is nothing but I'm just typing is true equal to true, and I'm asking what is the type of is true. Okay, it's boolean, bool. Okay, it's a boolean. Now, and also I'm asking for how we can able to, boolean is nothing but it's a true or false condition, right? True or false, 0, 1. These are the conditions of a boolean. Okay, so if I'm asking a equal to 10 and b equal to 10, I'm just trying to a is equal to 10. If if a is equal to 10, it will give me a true. Okay, it will give me a true. And also I'm asking for the types. Okay, this equal to option is asking for the type, so it's giving me a boolean. Okay, and some common errors. If you see here, I'm just assigning as a result. Okay, I'm assigning a result as a variable, and I'm taking a hello as a string, and I'm doing concatenate on integer. If I do this, what happens? See, I'm getting the error. Why I'm getting the error? Can only concatenate string, not integer. Okay, so this is string and this is integer. You can't concatenate both. Okay, if you have one more string, you can able to do the concatenate. What I'm doing next process, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to do the hello, and I'm trying to convert 5 as a string. So I converted this as a string. So the result is now you can able to do the concatenate here, right guys? Right? Okay, so today's class is over, and you have a good understand on what is the data types you have using in the Python: integer, float, string, and boolean. So next class I'm going to start about the operators. What are the operators we are using in the Python? Okay, and also we are going to see about the advanced data types and the data types conversion and practical example. Thank you guys.